You know, it appears that we might have been looking at things the wrong way, or at least the way the boxing world is laying the heavyweight division out. We might have been looking at this the wrong way. Me personally, um, I kind of saw this coming, but hey, we'll have to see. And just in case you wonder, what in the world are you talking about, Fight Doctor? Well, I'm sitting here on Twitter, as you can see, and you see Boxing on BET Sports says Usyk is not like Tyson Fury. He's looking for the winner, not looking for the loser. Shots fired. Then I'm gonna scroll up so we can get a good look at this. We'll scroll down. It says Oleksandr Usyk's manager, uh, Klimus Boxing, has stated that Usyk would like to face the winner of Deontay Wilder versus Robert Helenius. And you see it down at the bottom inside the picture. Usyk would like to fight Wilder, but whoever wins that fight, Wilder versus Helenius, will be the next for Usyk. Usyk is not like Fury. He's looking for the winner, not looking for the loser. Now, with that being said, Deontay Wilder's already set up to fight Fury again. As long as he keep winning, that fight will be possible for him. It would just be a matter of whether the WBC mandated and Tyson Fury accept the fight. As long as he keep winning and holds on to the WBC strap. That's his fact. Deontay Wilder is the number one ranked heavyweight without doing a thing. And I have no problem with that. Now, with that being said, that's based off of the last fight. That third fight was crazy. If anybody say Deontay Wilder couldn't have won that fight, they lost their mind. But he didn't win. Fury did. So I'm not making that ain't me making no excuses. I'm just saying you had what six knockdowns, five knockdowns, something like that. The fight could have went either way on either man's side, right? So I can understand why they put him back at number one. Now, with that being said, he's lined up for that Fury fight. That is, but he is lined up for him to fight Andy Ruiz. But now, according to Usyk and his people, Deontay Wilder, matter of fact, let's back up just a little bit. Deontay Wilder, for him to get the Fury, he would have to beat Robert Helenius, then beat Andy Ruiz, which we just basically would be having a four-man tournament with Wilder, Helenius, Ruiz, and Ortiz, which Wilder said he was willing to do a trilogy, but Ortiz got knocked off. Now, the winner of Wilder versus Helenius is supposed to fight Andy Ruiz, but Usyk is saying, hey man, you ain't even got to do all that. You win that fight with Helenius, come see us, come see me. Come get the belts that you ain't had yet. Forget the WBC. Come get this plethora of belts that we have over here. This could all be yours if you beat Usyk. So what you think Wilder gonna take? If you got the opportunity to fight Usyk for four belts, WBA, WBO, IBF, IBO, and the Ring Magazine, what you gonna do? You gonna probably go for those belts. It's a faster track. You only got one fight to win to get to it, and it's more belts. Now, on the other hand, if Tyson Fury beats AJ, what does that leave Tyson Fury? He could fight the winner of Wilder versus Usyk, but in the meantime, where does he go? Well, it's already set up. If Wilder don't fight Andy Ruiz, Andy Ruiz gonna be that mandatory. So just just maybe, we'll get Tyson versus Andy Ruiz. Which, hey man, I've been wanting to see that since 2019 anyway. And let's not forget, Fury and Ruiz, they got a little history of going back and forth. They done talked a lot of smack to each other in the past. When Andy Ruiz first won that belt, Tyson Fury was cordial to him. Nice success story. You know, both of them got that overweight thing going for them. So I think Tyson sort of felt like he could relate to him. Then somewhere down the line, Tyson started disrespecting him real heavy like. And Andy Ruiz, being the man that it is, started firing back. And up until recent, I mean very recent, had that mess stopped. When Tyson Fury, I think gave him a shout out or something for winning, either for winning the King Kong Ortiz fight, or he gave him a shout out before trying to encourage him to win the Ortiz fight. And he prefaced it by saying, well, if that dozer Wilder is going to stand by Ortiz, then I'm going to stand by Ruiz. But before then, all comments toward Andy Ruiz was taking shots at him. So it is what it is. So we could have some very interesting fights, some very interesting situations come about. Just like this. I can't really snap my fingers. I'm not that good at that. But just like that. Just like that. The roads that we thought would be traveled may not be the roads that these guys decide to go down. Like I said, the WBC laid it out. It's laid out for Deontay Wilder to fight Fury again. And it's been that way since before he even said he was coming back. But that don't mean that'll be the road travel. Usyk is laying it right there in front of him. Which is ironic because we thought we would be seeing or maybe talking about a fight being signed between Usyk and Fury right now. But instead we got Fury and AJ, which we're going to talk about that a little later in another video. But instead we got Fury and AJ. And most people will accept that. Some people won't. Some people say, hey man, AJ lost twice. He don't deserve it. Some people will accept it because they waited so long for it. It is what it is. But Andy Ruiz Fury, that might be the fight Fury get after AJ. Possibly. If Ruiz and Wilder don't fight and Wilder goes straight to Usyk. Like I said, we got moving parts, man. Everything ain't always gonna line up the way they want it to. We got moving parts in this division. It ain't just Wilder, Fury, and AJ no more. It really never was. But that was what was being pushed. It's other guys out there that'll threaten all of these dudes. Like I said, since Ruiz beat AJ, a lot of people wanted to see him fight Fury. A lot of people wanted to see him fight Usyk. A lot of people wanted to see him fight Wilder. We might get a chance to see him and Fury. A lot of people been wanting to see Usyk and Wilder. We might actually get to see that. And you can't count AJ out. If AJ beat Fury, then it's a possibility we could see AJ fight any of these dudes. And I hate to say it, but don't count Robert Helenius out of this mix either, because until he lose, he's still involved in all of this in the mix. And it is what it is. And that's pretty much all I got this here. Bustin' Box's own Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Would you be interested in seeing Deontay Wilder fight Usyk? Not for the WBC title, but for the WBA, the WBO, the IBF, the IBO, and the Ring magazine. I know I would. But on the flip side, if that does happen, would you like to see Andy Ruiz Jr., the Destroyer, take on the winner of Anthony Joshua versus Fury for the WBC title and that mythical lineal title? I sure would like to see that too. What about you? Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. This is Head Bustin' Boxing's own Fight Doctor. I am